Welcome back to the Bazaar. I'm Inko, and we're almost at the end of the Stell marathon. One more day of non-stop Stells. I think going forward, I'll start doing Stells in the morning and hero rotation in the afternoon. But for now, I'm still trying to grind out the last few ranks till reach legend. I'm still practicing for the Stell tournament, so I'll still be doing the Stell marathon. I love this character to bits. She's such a... Like, there are a couple of outliers where the cards don't feel all there yet, stuff like the Lava Roller and Destruction package. But Stell in general feels really complete, really intuitive, not nearly as overpowered as stuff like Mac was on release. Having a blast playing with her, having a blast learning her, but I think I've mostly gotten a grip on the character, and I'm going to start doing hero rotation soon. That said, I have a couple more meta games to grind out, a little bit more practice to do. Let's see where it takes us today. And for anyone confused, this is YouTube time. I'm saying this Thursday morning as I play the game, but from your end, I think you'll see this Monday, 2 days after the tournament has happened. Also, I don't normally draw attention to cosmetics, especially rugs. Look how sick this one is. This is by far my favorite rug in the game. Also, another point in terms of like, they really need hero customization because this makes no sense outside of Stell as your rug, but I love this to bits. You're just unrolling a blueprint for a thing you made to play on. What a sick cosmetic. Anyway, middle versus jungle ruins hurts, but you gotta click middle.
What can I get you?
Do I pick the ball blaster? Do I believe again? Fine. I can still afford Karakari aerial turret on the second page. Well, that's just deeply confusing, isn't it? Great, now I have neither build. I can't go to Quicksil, gotta take gold. Let's see what our monster fight is. I think I'm happy enough just clicking on Kyber Drone here. The chance at trained is always super cool. There's a couple of different ways you can play trained. I think I'm thoroughly of the opinion that you get trained, you're like, oh, that's cool. I'll think about it on day 4. Don't try to optimize trained in the early game. I think that's a good way to throw. This would not be the first run where I tried to use trained with the ball blaster and did nothing. But regardless, it's still very good to have for later. Also, I may have missed my chance. We killed him pretty fast, but I'll still take a moment to remind you can sub to the channel for more twice daily Bazaar content just like this. And you can drop a like on the video. It really does help the channel grow. I really do appreciate it. And holy shit. Well, if one of these doesn't kill him, surely the other one will. Like, yeah, that's it. No point in rolling. Let's go to Pip. So, like, you just do this, and yeah, sure, we're not charging the ball blaster, and it's a base speed acceleration, but that 14-second hit's gonna do a lot to save us time here. Truthfully, I just won't defense grid. I think it's coward talk and I'm supposed to roll, but I'm gonna try to play ball blaster. So defense grid's way more important than it would normally be, because I don't care about stuff that is going to give me plus damage. I don't spam weapons if I'm playing ball blaster, and with a silver one immediately, I've gotta try. Now, if I lose today, well, admittedly, I have no support for it whatsoever. It takes 14 seconds to trigger, but still, surely not. The Kiwas can't possibly be that big. 9 burn, get out of here, scrub. Admittedly, the 70 shield robe might be a problem. I don't think so. I think this is just an easy win, right? We should easily clear all of the shield for the burn, no problem whatsoever. And by the time that the burn actually goes through, we should have an infinite gun, so the shield will never actually stick around. Gonna be honest, the ball blaster did nothing. The ball blaster allowed us to end the match like maybe 4 or 5 seconds earlier. That's a big deal. Don't take it away from ball blaster. It's doing its best. Imagine how much stronger this would be if aerial turret were a tool. If this triggered off like tools and drones, we'd go to the moon immediately. Anyway, Pinfeather, what you got? I want it. Do I want a red lantern? I have had a lot of success in recent runs with red lantern. Make the turret fly and go to the moon. It sure does look like I'm building an aerial turret build and not building a ball blaster build, huh? It's fine. Don't worry about it. I think 4 gold is actually more valuable than 40 health right now. I hate not clicking it, but it's got to be done. And we crush an Aetherite. Aetherite just doesn't do anything against this. It's not a good aerial turret setup, but aerial turret is so good into Aetherite, and we have any other source of damage. Like, you basically have to have aerial turret without Karakara, without any form of flight, to think your aerial turret is going to lose to this guy. I think it could probably have 100% crit chance, and I would still have won. I'm not certain that that's true, but it seems pretty close to me. What do we hit? The biggest gold value except for the tickets. Can't be too salty. Gonna go to abandoned chest. I don't have the money for a curio and to develop my board. This stops flying when you use an adjacent item. This starts flying. Awkward. I might be playing it today. I don't know what it's for. Maybe I should have taken a random item there. Sadly, neither the squirrel suit nor the lantern is a toy, so this guy doesn't like me. I'm gonna go Kev's armory. I don't know exactly what I was looking for. Goggles are a tool at least. We're definitely putting this here for a monster fight, or sorry, for a PvP fight. There's no way you do this, right? That seems insane. I could get 6 regen pretty frequently. Like, is that good enough? I don't feel like speeding this up by 2 seconds every 6 is good enough. But I do feel like I'm supposed to buy it. And I don't think I had the gold to justify rolling here.
I'd rather build stuff than break it.
I don't know, man. I've never had squirrel suit on my board before. My board was just so strong day one that I think I'm still favored. Balloon engine, aerial turret, gun sight, clockwork. Okay, he's rolling the... Why is he rolling the dice? He has an ornithopter. Is rocket drone better than ornithopter early? No. It's so slow. It's... Why is he rolling the dice? That's deeply upsetting to say. Oh, I'm also rolling the dice. I didn't realize I had done this. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm sure we'll be okay. Put the squirrel suit somewhere else, you idiot. I guess pot meat kettle situation right there, huh? It's fine. New character, new item. You figure it out. You make stupid mistakes. Move the squirrel suit, God. It's just awkward because like I wanted it to start flying before it went off, but it didn't do that with aerial turret. And then I moved it over here to solve the problem, forgetting what other problems that might create. Anyway, Ben Feather, help us along. A tool that flies? God, how incredible. Never thought I'd see the day. It's been so long since I hit airplane glue, man. Very happy to see it again. I'm pretty broke all of a sudden. I guess I do have money. I'm trying to decide if airplane glue can be used in any meaningful capacity in an aerial turret build that doesn't have ornithopter under any circumstance. I think the answer is like a resounding no, but squirrel suit sucks. I've got 6 gold, but passing on this econ option just seems crazy to me. Like, I can't justify going to Andy when there's a free thing on the board. And I think the way that you want to do this now is by something like that. Just run a couple of tools on the board, get the scaling right. Giant mosquito just kills me. I don't need to think about that. Let's go for the ticket.
Wait! There aren't enough people watching yet.
I definitely would like to have some method of using airplane glue effectively with the aerial turret for scaling. I've seen so many people do it and then it just times out like shit and doesn't work. Theoretically, there's a way to make it time out well. I wonder what order these resolve in. 1 second, let me rewatch that fight. I can find out the order these resolve in. I'm pretty sure it's airplane glue first, right? Like we just saw that it was airplane glue first. Oh, it hit this. So it would just waste on the first volley. Airplane glue does resolve first. Stop flight triggers go off and activations go off and then flight goes off. We have seen that enough times now. Because we know if car to car resolves simultaneously with an aerial turret that was charged for 2 seconds, the aerial turret doesn't get flight. So getting flight is the last thing that happens in the order of operations, I think. Don't tell me about left to right. That's outdated, overly simplistic things. There is a priority system. So the issue with trying to do this, well, it would normally make sense is that because I have the ball blaster, I have other tools to fly. There's really not a way to solve this either. Yeah, it's just not useful. Can't do shit with it. I'm just gonna be running these 2 items today because they can go on my board, charge the ball blaster, haste my shit. B1, B2. I guess I'm gonna do goggles between these 2 and upgrade the... yeah, upgrading the turret seems fine. It's unimpressive. You can get better upgrades, but that's not the run we're in. Straight back to B1, B2. It's kind of upsetting how often I've seen that exact series of things happen. But yeah, I'll take the increased crit chance on the things I'm actually built around, I suppose. And I have to move that differently. I realize now And if I keep it like that, with all the other tools, this will just mess up the build. It's a huge mistake. Kina versus 4 gold. A gyro gun sight would be incredibly good. Yeah, okay, Kina.
Come with no weapons, leave with big bargains.
Joystick does seem straight up better, unfortunately. At which point we flip these. And it's doing its best. It's a build. I'm not feeling super confident into a Vanessa. Vanessa is by far the best competition Stell has in the first 3 days. Mediums, Fiery Cutlass, Langjin, Star Chart, Shadowed Cloak at Silver. I think I'm gonna win in a close fight, barring really unlucky crit RNG. It did not crit on the Lang, so I lied. It was not a close fight, and if he'd gotten several more crits, it would still have not been a close fight. Silly me. I guess the reduction of the scaling on the fiery enchant on this cutlass also drastically weakened that, didn't it? I thought for sure it would be more burn than it was. I think I'm pushing health here. Another angle grinder, huh? I think it's worse than the headset, but I don't know that it is. I'll try it on my monster fight, see how it fares. I'm not gonna go defense. I'm not even interested in buying another ball blaster. I'm interested in transitioning out of what I'm currently doing. Don't have money for Nufu. Not going to be upgrading the squirrel suit, I think. It doesn't even upgrade well. Drafting table. I have the tools. It will upgrade vehicles and drones, of which I have several. But sadly, the ones I care about are already upgraded. I believe that drafting table is a mistake. Do I have any way to generate shield whatsoever? That's not going to be enough. Blood Reef Raider it is. Theoretically, you could play a sick build with Ornithopter, Crow's Nest, Aerial Turret. There's something you could do there. I've never seen it, but it's an idea I have every time I see this guy while playing Aerial Turret. Also, someday I'll get ammo stash and just do gross things with the cola or flashbangs, but it hasn't happened yet either.
I'll never captain a ship.
Would just an invuln potion over the last angle grinder be better? Well, now I've got to try to make it happen. It's my duty as a content creator. I'm gonna be honest, I'm about to fail that duty immediately. Why do I get it, Kev? He can sell shield enchants and stay 4. I'm gonna take gold. I don't care. Supply cache is such a huge amount of value over the course of a run. It's only day 4 it's worth. Mountain pass every day. All right, that's a huge XP lead. Plus 4 experience from a winnable fight off Mountain Pass is such a good thing for you. One more extra fight will be a level ahead. Nothing here I won't, but I mean, there's a 12 gold hit and 2 eventually around 8, 10 gold hits.
Sorry, I didn't get that. Can we fight again?
For day 4, I feel fine. I genuinely think that this ball blaster is just straight up worse than like just a gun sight, nothing else, just a gun sight, right? Just replace this with a 1-slot gun sight, let's say bronze tier, probably just as good. That's how good gun sight is and how much I don't respect the ball blaster. And at this point, I have like 3 tools on it on my board that are hasting themselves over and over again. Does he have the crook? He's in the crook waiting room. You hate to see it. Honestly, Silver Lumbor's artillery spotter might still be enough. I have to get pretty unlucky crit RNG to lose this, is how I feel looking at it. There was 160 damage crit. That's not too bad in the first volley, and I think that means we'll be okay. We're infinite now. Jesus. Little bit closer than I thought it would be there. And that was with good crit RNG. Don't disrespect the Silver Lumbors. That shit will murder you dead. Oh my god. I thought that would be a lot more consistent. I think I was lucky to win that. We go JJ. Honestly, just dump it for 7. That's fine. I have so much gold, I don't need to worry about it, and stash space is a concern. Second goggles. I'm almost certain this sucks, and you shouldn't do this. But I just kind of gotta know. So, like... Oh, I have no haste. That does make it look a lot worse, doesn't it? But yeah, hold up. I have no haste. They're just tools. They don't do anything. Genuinely, the headset would have been better, I think. I don't mind upgrading Red Lantern. I think it's a very strong card, even if I'm not playing a build that utilizes it just yet. I find myself super torn with paper airplane because everyone's like, oh, it's so strong with hang glider. It's like, no, it's not. It's fine with hang glider. The hang glider builds that are broken are the ones using marshalling lights and airplane glue, not the ones using paper airplane. Paper airplane's just fine. The flip side of that is they have very little to support a hang glider right now. It's very good with that. It's very good with the mag shield. And I have a ton of money, like an absolutely obscene amount of money for the day. We're not going to go into Ball Blaster. We're going to try to get another fight. Holy shit. Yeah, that is level 7 on 5, I think. I have not been this far ahead of curve outside of Vanessa with Wanted poster in months, like since the EXP changes, I think 2 seasons ago. That is absolute. We do beat her, right? Yeah, of course we do. It's day 5. This is when you normally fight her. She's not even that tough of an enemy. Obviously, we want the ticket. We want high gold value. We want petrifying gaze. These have been some very nice mountain passes. You normally are not up 2 fights on day 5. I frequently get to day 7 without a single bonus fight. I can't imagine this happening, but I want to imagine it really badly. We're not running the goggles. These can get the fuck out.
If my family saw this,
Oh, that's really bad positioning. Do that instead. Glad I found that out against a monster. I wonder if the reason I briefly thought the fight was going to be hard is because that was mispositioned. We beat Scoville, right? Surely. Surely.
You have to try this hot sauce. You have to.
I'll be very disappointed in myself if I'm wrong about this. Also, right now, weirdly enough, black pepper is better than joystick. I guess it's identical. It's not better. And yeah, we're close to fine. We're there. We're fine.
When I left the
We had
Inferno, the other
almost
employees
2
beat me
seconds
up
left,
just
which
like
is
that.
incredibly good against a burn fight. Well, now I got to think about it. I mean, you don't got to think that hard, right? You just use both of them. Yeah, that's all it is. Grumble, grumble. Aerodrome, snag a ticket. Look, this is clearly the stupid part of the build. I'm done humoring it. I have no stash space. Let's get the crow's nest out of here. What's happening this run? I have a ticket that I bought with gold while I am simultaneously still floating 40 gold and up an entire level on day 5. Give me the runabout, by the way. I mean, those are still both very, very good, and I have the cash to take the upgrades. I think we're cutting the Ball Blaster at this point. I could run double angle grinder. It would have a potential to miss aerial turn and I'd be losing 25 damage. I don't think it's worth. So I think I do it like this. With my crit chance going on the butterfly and the angle grinder. Because I think the crit chance here, 40% on the rapidly scaling butterfly is probably better, especially with the black pepper coming through, than a second angle grinder. It's not clear that it's much better. I think it is, though. It's really close. Anyways, very, very strong day 7 situation here. Gonna roll that, look for something to do with damage, miss, take a freeze instead.
I'll send you to Orland.
It's a 3-win Stell, but I feel like I'm really strong with the lightning butterfly pickup. That's basically the shark claws of flying builds. He's playing Ball Blaster. Did I betray it when I shouldn't have? He also sort of has a random battle drone that hits for 300, which is kind of scary. I'm also up 300 health because of my extra level, though, so that kind of is just a wash. Dinosaur is very good in Ball Blaster builds, though. Something I've never had, but it's very strong.
Hey,
we get there.
broke my gyroscope.
Second and a half to spare, it looks like.
Oh, well. Easy fix.
Up to 65 damage at the end, so we had gotten 3 uses of the butterfly. Respectable scaling. I don't think black pepper has much longer for the board, but we're also trying to pivot today, so that's unsurprising. Another useless box cutter. Keena's a hard call because I have very good items like gun sight and headset. I've got to go there.
Toward the peaceful,
I can't ignore a 2 gold roll for such big hits.
powerful.
Fine.
You are a
4 gold for 20% more crit chance on 2 of my items. Can't say no.
bought this.
JJ, help me out.
People person, and sometimes I sell stuff.
I think I value the airplane glue upgrade. I don't know about silver toolbox. Like, this is honestly super sellable to me. I don't much care. And today's a pivot day where I've already spent a lot of my gold, so I don't want it.
Oh, you're leaving.
It's got the swallowtail. When you use a flying item, haste it for a second. I don't think it's going to end up being that good. When I go nuclear, obviously it's pretty all right, but once I go nuclear, I don't need this. I've already, like, the fight's gone long enough for me to win, right? What am I cutting for it? I guess that's the counterpoint. Because you can look at it as just using aerial turret to charge the guy. It's not very efficient charging, right? Like, it's kind of gross. And I'm cutting this package, basically, which is scaling the aerial turret. I think for more damage than the Swallowtail will even be worth, as well as hitting it directly, giving me more resistance to crowd control. I don't want Swallowtail here. I've got the ticket already. I don't need to click that fight, so we go after Lone Shark instead. The Black Pepper's kind of funny. If I found Sterling, I think it would be genuinely very, very good. It's just that 8 seconds is long enough that I kind of don't want to spend a Sterling on Black Pepper. But yeah, right now, the Black Pepper is just speeding up this by half a use, because every time I use this, it uses aerial turret twice. Got the scaling on Butterfly, which again is being sped up a little bit. It's not incredible. It's doing something. We're not doing goggles. We're not doing box cutter. If you give me the tool level up and I don't get the hoarding bonus, oh well. Look, I genuinely don't respect Gatling gun at all. I had a run earlier today where I tried to use Gatling gun because I got one relatively early in a Kara aerial turret build just like this one. I went 8 wins and I only got to 8 wins because I abandoned the Gatling gun and tried to pivot out at the last second and it was too late. I think Gatling gun's just weak. I think even if you straight double its damage, what if you double its damage and give it 60% crit chance on top of its high base value? Sure, it'll shoot him again at 9 seconds. Who gives a shit? Like that's, it just doesn't do enough. Like aerial turret takes 7 seconds to go off and then goes down to a 1-speed item. This goes down to a 3-speed item. That is 1/3 of the item basically. Upgrading the Kara, that seems worth it to me, but I'm not buying the Obsidian Gatling gun. I genuinely have no respect for the card. Sorry, Ball Blaster, I forgot I still owned you. Done. Pull, help. So I don't think Radar Dome or Observatory have any like importance to me whatsoever. I think Runabout isn't dreaming very big, and I've done a lot of Runabout stuff lately anyway, nor do I have good fly triggers, so I'm going to roll. I've got tons of gold in the stash. Hey, it's been a while since Hang Glider actually was the star of the show. All right, get out of here, Ball Blaster. What else do I need to sell to make this happen? All right, so I think aerial turret's the thing that leaves, and we get to play a build where Hang Glider's the star of the show again. I think this is the strongest thing Stell can do, even though my current support for it's not that good. I just haven't been playing it very much lately. I've been pointedly pivoting towards other things, where even though I got Hang Glider, it was more to enable the rest of my board, and I need to see what it looks like on its own again. I think Expert Pilot might be a weapon skill, so I'm going to click on Ryukon.
Since you do not train with me, I will not feel shame if you die.
I could just take 15 damage. That's respectable enough. I don't have much to sell. Well, I no longer care about Red Lantern because I've gone into Hang Glider, right? You can't do much worse than 15 damage, really, so we're going to roll here. Well, we basically did the minimal amount better that you can be. Let me just flip the board real quick. So the way we want this build to work is to keep the Hang Glider in flight and buff it with the Lightning Butterfly and itself. Then we use Airplane Glue on the Butterfly and on the Black Pepper so that they're flight toggling and getting haste when they otherwise wouldn't be, and scaling this. Kara can unfortunately miss and hit Black Pepper on the first flight. There's nothing I can do about that, and in fact, it can be repeated with Airplane Glue, but again, nothing I can do about that. Everything, well, not everything, a lot of things are getting flight toggling. It's not pretty. It's often not pretty the first day you transition into this, but it should be good enough. I definitely would like to have the Airplane Glue hitting the Hang Glider itself, but there's just no way to accomplish it right now. Magic Carpet, Runic Daggers, Orly, Ionized Lightning. Definitely on the scary side. Good base crit chance, about to go off after the first attacks. I think we should be okay. I think we just deal enough damage, but maybe not. Oh yeah, we're totally fine. Those are some very powerful stop triggers, even though it's nowhere near good enough yet. And it's got very respectable scaling with every 5 plus 25 and every 4 plus 10. Okay. And if we can just find some marshalling lights and bring this shit to the moon, that would be great. Kina, speak of the devil. What do you got? Pogo Stick, you said. I have a hard time believing that Pogo Stick's not good for me. Sell this, sell that, grab the Pogo Stick, and roll. And free fall sim, but it times out super badly right now. And that's going to continue timing out super badly, and I don't care for it. So the idea I had was to run something like this. We'll see how it does in the monster fight. I might grow to regret this. It feels... Andy, you son of a bitch.
Dilutes the brain. Mine is
Orbital Polisher is obviously good. I need 6 gold to buy and roll, which is not possible. Look, Black Pepper sucks at this point. We all know that, so I can roll. Orbital Polisher is very, very good. I need more gold. I have to make a committed decision here if I wanted more gold. You can just make a decision like this one, though. I don't really see how the build works without Karakara to give this thing flight. I would love that Polisher. I would love that disc. I ain't got the money for it. And what I need far more is on the next page, potentially. Damn shame about that. I mean, it's a good upgrade. I'll buy it even, but like, it's not what I was here for at all.
Tell everyone you got it here.
Still, we have defenses now. Don't think we have thug kill in defenses. That dude has so much health and deals so much poison. We just die. He just bonks us. It's not even close. For a second, I thought we could do it, but no shot at all. Yeah, so I'm actually probably losing scaling by putting the wood glue on this thing. I do feel like I'm getting a good number of more stops with the pogo, and it's also giving me defenses, so I like that. Most of my builds not really hasted anyway with what we're currently doing. I think these come out, the lightning butterfly goes in, and we reposition like this. I think that ends up being much stronger. Small weapon or go to Quixel and hope for exactly marshalling lights on the first page. I'll believe.
Send me your huge items.
What about the second page?
Don't care.
Yeah, what about the second page? Good question.
Fine, here's some gold.
Yeah, that's painful.
Go buy something.
Anyway, we successfully bankrupted ourselves. Let's go to Sterling about it and just get a free upgrade instead, I guess.
Silver, gold,
I actually think that's a pretty big deal because now it starts flying and then we'll get stopped by airplane glue at the correct timing. Also, do I want... There's no haste anymore, so no, I don't want this to stop flying. Is that true? Plus 30 damage each time it gets stopped versus plus 10 each time it goes off. I actually want it like that instead, actually. Kind of wild. Silver tool, silver tier loot. Loot for sure. We take the gland, we happily sell it. We were so rich a few days ago. Really spent all my money after, I think what happened on Hang Glider Day was that I spent a ton of gold upgrading what I already had and then sold it to pivot into Hang Glider, which was really painful. I would think Eternal Torch, no weapons. Ooh, Recycling Bin RNG with a crit potion for the first Eternal Torch. I don't think that's too bad. I think Pogo Stick says I'm favored here. Yeah, we're fine. Not even particularly close. I was worried, although he did hit Croc Tears, Vitality Potion, Croc Tears, which is pretty unfortunate for him. 7-0 might be on a path to Diamond Victory, which, you know, with Hang Glider makes sense. Last day to look for marshalling lights, and I will dig with everything I have.
I feel like that decision.
Sterling, you're kind of fresh out of things to upgrade. Someday that could matter. The lightning butterfly really doesn't.
lounging in this resort is confidence goes a long way. Turn silver into...
Honestly, I'll try just running it that way and not using the lightning butterfly in this fight. That could end up being better for all I know. When your items take flight, gain 10 damage. No, gain 5 damage versus expert pilot. Just take expert pilot. I think that it's like basically the same odds. An expert pilot's 30% multiplicative damage, which is gonna matter a lot more than like a couple instances of flat 5. I feel like the full haste on Pogo and Airplane were actually better for me there. And I also had a little bit of opening haste on the rest of my board, not that it mattered a ton.
Something wants trouble.
I think this is the better way to assemble it. Small weapon versus chocolate bars, they both kind of suck. But shielded marshalling lights. Anyway, I'm taking the chocolate bars. Get out of here. There's one shop left. I've already seen Andy, so I'm probably not going for marshalling lights. You had to do it to me.
Do you have any huge items?
No marshalling lights for days.
I have to trade even when
Oh,
I
this
don't care.
Ego Talisman isn't very good, is it? I'll slap it on you. You're getting buffed a lot, but like it's not doing anything.
Every day on these streets
Oh, wow.
teaches me so much.
So the build got a lot better. Suddenly I'm favored on day 8. Reminder that I'm ahead on experience because I just got 2 free monster fights super early.
You're not really mad at me.
Can't really imagine losing this. Pulse rifle, turbo primal, missiles, atomic clock could do some problems for me with 6 ammo. I was trying to think, like, what's the item where it's okay for it to hit it for me? Because they all kind of suck equally. It looks like it's fine. It looks like it was not really a problem in the end. The clock definitely sucked. I did enjoy seeing my cooldowns go up to 5, 6, 4, 7 there. Yeah, it hit everything relatively evenly that time. But all the same, like, once it goes off, I'm dealing so much damage per activation. It doesn't really seem to matter. The awkward thing about going to the temple is I'm kind of just getting money because I already have the best offensive enchant. I don't need anything else. If I got a second obsidian enchant, I guess I could put it on the pogo for a bit more damage, but generally speaking, I'm trying to cut the pogo. Like, ideally, the Karakara is Ornithopter marshalling lights in the build is insane, and I guess you would be able to keep the pogo in that circumstance. Yeah, no, ideally you do keep the pogo. I'm wrong about that. As for our temple loots, nothing spectacular, nothing terrible. Everything is broadly relevant to the build. Let's go bully the Green Heart Guardian real quick. I wonder if this is few enough weapon activations to beat Komats. I have no relics, so I can't use their skills, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. Yeah, we just want to go for Guardian's Fury. We have Defense Grid, which actually means that we get some value out of Guardian's Fury. And a Hang Glider build, it's pretty minimal, but it still could matter. Toxic Fang it is. Odie, help us out. Thanks, Odie. I will take 30% more damage when I already have 100% more damage. So we obviously don't need this. We obviously buff that. We buff this. We put the crit here. We sell all the shit that's worth gold and has no value to us. May as well hold that. It's a tool for level up rewards. And we're left with Flame Coil Gem, wondering what the hell to do with it. I'm gonna buy and hold Flame Coil. Not like expecting to pivot with it, but down the line, it could become apparent that like you do things with Flame Coil headset maybe to enable a skill I pick up. Honestly, just do it now, right? Sure. I'm never putting on anything else. Hang Glider is the only thing that matters. Putting the burn on pogo sticks, not a big deal. Like, I care more about skill interactions. There's a teeny tiny chance that one burn per global somehow determines this fight, and I'm never putting it on pogo, so just do it now. Blank Slate, Toxic Idol, Life Conduit. Double quest like this has never been a great version of either quest build and tends to be pretty slow, which is my way of saying this is already over. I will say, I've got relatively bad ongoing damage. Like, we give him a pretty solid chance here to start playing the game and do something. But, like, yeah, you need insane life conduit boards to function in a Stell world where, like, this exists. Hang Glider is the top end of what Stell can do, but I think most aggressive Stell builds just body life conduit before they can really do anything. See, I'm looking for 2 non-weapon small items, which makes Ayla a pretty bad shop. I guess Hang Glider's still at gold. I didn't realize this. Why is it also Obsidian? You're just taking my money.
Enjoy the thrill of battle.
Anyways, it's fine, I guess. I mean, I can just grab a runabout, can't I? Just like drop some of this nonsense. Stop toggling. No, we're doing, it's Obsidian. Stop trying to play runabouts for no reason. Okay. I think I get more damage like this now. Because after the first volley, it should time out that airplane glue goes off and then it flies. It's the Karakara flies this and it should work in a neat way. Oh wait, it'll happen on the first volley actually because it's slower now. And then Karakara should refly immediately if I'm understanding all this right, but it'll come down to headset RNG, grumble, grumble. Just gonna let it go like this and see what happens, man. Besides, if it's in flight or not doesn't seem like the biggest deal. Like it's Obsidian now. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. I keep fiddling with my board. I genuinely don't know what the best version is. I think it's this. I think I want the stop trigger going on to these 2 toggling items, and I want the charge going on to the stop trigger to deal damage to Hang Glider, and going on to the Hang Glider so that these toggles will just be set to on as often as possible, giving me more stop triggers with the activations themselves. Anyway, we're not doing runabout. That makes no sense here. What are the Obsidian enchants this run? No, I don't want it. You can't make me. Orion, my guy.
Well,
I'll grab a rivet gun on principle.
That one from Curio's junkyard. Cleaned up.
Do I have any tools below that tier? Like, yeah, technically. I'll grab it just so that in the future I can get a diamond wrench more easily, but wow, that does nothing. Dualtron every time. Nanobot construction's very solid with this sort of build. Usually you have more smalls with your hang glider than this, but that doesn't matter. It's still good here. And the other two had even less for me. Yeah, the damage seems better at Diamond Obsidian than it did at Gold, doesn't it? Oh, and Expert Pilot. It's ramped up rather tremendously, actually.
Stell's workshop's on the rise.
What do I want to do with that wing? I don't know. Go fight a monster about it. Oh, it's Dualtron again. He wanted a rematch. You know, I think the run might be ending actually. I think this might be a diamond victory. Like, is it the best possible configuration of a hang glider board? God, no, not even close. But it is a day 10 diamond obsidian hang glider with expert pilot. What more do you need? And also, how are we on experience? Too slow. Not gonna get there.
Maybe a giant sweeping machine?
I'm gonna go for a small non-weapon item. It was not the marshalling lights. Damn shame about that. So, I should put this on something, probably. Having it go off before the pogo stick is a big deal, actually. The rivet gun doesn't seem to do much of anything. None of this stuff in my stash seems to do much of anything. So let's just go fight the guy.
What specs are you running?
Now, my experience with Pig in this patch has been they speedrun dying in property builds, hope to get Obsidian, and lose the run if they don't. Obsidian money tree. Dead. Wow. Kind of me shocked. I'm fucking tired of it, man. Anyway, I'll enjoy putting him in the ground. I will say, this went on a lot longer than I thought it would on kind of all the freezes. But, guys, I don't know if you're aware. When you're playing Pig, the strat where you die on 6 doesn't win runs. You do not go 10-0 after losing in this game. You have to high roll so hard. Every pig I see is a dead property pig. And it's like, guys, you gotta stop doing this shit. As an example, one of the many ways it can lose. Every time it's so frustrating. Because survivorship bias says that when you see a late game pig, it's probably this. Because all the other ones did the same shit and killed themselves when they missed Obsidian. And it's not good. You don't go 10. I don't even think you average 7 if you actually bomb out 0-6 immediately. It legitimately feels like every pig I see is just Jesus take the wheel property pig, hoping for good death and chance. Play a better early game, guys. Get it together. I'm so tired of seeing it. Anyway, diamond victory. The obsidian money tree was not enough to stop me there. It is nowhere near the ideal setup for hang glider. But the part where it's a diamond obsidian hang glider with expert pilot, that part's pretty damn ideal. Pogo stick's all right. Airplane's all right. You really won't marshalling lights. You really won't. In terms of stopping, the thing I'm really missing is marshalling lights. I think my previous run, I picked up marshalling lights, held them for like ages, and eventually sold them. It's because of this build. I cannot overstate how much marshalling lights improves this build when it's just like a 5-second item that deals 1,000 damage, permanently hasting the rest of your board by giving you the stop triggers. It is a huge boon to the build to find marshalling lights, which I just could not find this run, but there are enough other stop triggers that you can get by. And while we had big plans for the future of like finding the when you burn haste an item guy, or when you burn charge a shield item with other shield synergies like the pogo stick, none of that came to pass. We just steamrolled straight through everybody. This is exactly how I intend to play in the tournament, by the way. By the way, for me, last tournament I got 27 wins and I was like, oh man, that sucks. I'm not in the leaderboard because I put Incoherent as my username. I thought my name was Incoherent. I've actually submitted it as Inco this time. I learned that lesson. But regardless, last tournament I went 27 wins, didn't bother making a video on it. I don't think it's worth making a video unless either the builds are sick as hell or it goes 30 wins. And because I'm going to be just brute forcing weapon Stell into mid-game transition into whatever, whether it's a high roll aerial turret, a hang glider, whatever presents itself, that's how I intend to play every time. I'm not going to go for uniqueness score. I think it's very easy to just fail to go 3x10 wins. And I think that generally the game pushes you into pretty diverse places anyway. So my plan is just to do that. And anything beyond that, I will talk about in the tournament video when and if it gets here. But for now, yeah, this is a really strong strategy. I think the most consistent early game Stell has is playing for gun sight plus aerial turret. And then I think the most consistent late game she has is Hang Glider, and the bridge between them is incredibly complicated. It's a very wide variable game, but generally speaking, this is the trajectory of the strongest Stell games and what I will be trying to force in the tournament. I am sitting down to practice playing exactly this as prep for the tournament. I'd say good luck in the tournament, but thanks to YouTube time, it's already happened, so I hope it went well for you. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.